Good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and today I will be talking about special education law. Children with special needs were not always allowed to have a good education. In fact, there was about 4.5 million children who were denied schooling. Before legislation, this was to ensure equal educational opportunity for special education students that began in the early 1970s. And at this time, it was a troubling time for special education. The rights for special education students became way back in the 1933. This was where the first adversary group that was made up of parents whose children had special needs came about. By the 1970s was when a big wave hit for special education. First, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 civil rights to disability people. Then by 1975, the Education for All Handicapped Children Act came into effect, where it was enforced that children with disability receive free and appropriate education. Did you know currently state and local institution provided about 91% of special education funding, while only federal institute found about 9%. There were two court cases that made an impact to help students with special disabilities get the education that they needed. One in particular court case was the Brown versus Board of Education. In this court case, the U.S. Supreme Court determined that the education of African American children were not an equal education. For this case, it was determined that parents of children with disabilities and disabled rights active press for equal education opportunity for all children, including those with developmental and other disabilities, were able to go to public schools. Another court case that was monumental was the Board of Education of Hendricks Hudson Central School District. Viewing in this case, the court held that an IEP must be reasonably calculated for a child to receive an educational, but the school district is not required to provide every service necessary to maximize a child's potential. In the state of Arizona, I recommend that families use the web www www.azed.gov and click on the Special Education tab, and their families will find the Understanding of Special Education link. This link provides services that will help them understand how special needs work, and they get the requirements that they need. Another requirement that is helpful is the family's guide to National Early Childhood Education Service. Families look at the brochure. It provides programs for the children. It provides respite care information and another service that the family may need, such as counseling, IEP service, and financial support.